In this video I am telling you facts about Saudi Arabia you may not know. Saudi Arabia is an Arab country in Western Asia. Saudi Arabia extends from the Red Sea in the west to the Arabian Gulf in the east. It is bordered in the north by Jordan, Iraq, and Kuwait, by Yemen and Oman in the south, and in the east by the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Bahrain. We know Saudi Arabia for the oil it produces and some strict laws it imposes. The world celebrated when the women of the country were allowed to drive. But there is so much more to learn about this wealthy nation. Saudi Arabia is the birthplace of Islam and home to the religion's holiest shrines, Mecca and Medina. Performing Hajj is one of the 5 pillars of Islam and requires traveling to Mecca. Approximately 2 million people make the trip annually. Saudi Arabia is an Islamic state and non-Muslims are not given Saudi citizenship. The country bans any type of public religious worship from anyone that is not Muslim. However, people are free to practice their religion in private. Saudi Arabia remains an absolute monarchy. Ibn Saud is considered the father of the Saudi nation. He united the 4 regions into a single state and in 1932, after proclaiming independence for Saudi Arabia, he crowned himself king. He is one of the few people in history to have a country named after him. The country has been ruled by the Al Saud family since then and King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud is the current king. He is also the 3rd richest monarch in the world with a net worth of $18 billion. Saudi Arabia is the 13th largest country in the world, and the 2nd largest in the Arab world, behind Algeria, at 830,000 square miles. 95% of the country is considered a desert or semi-desert, and it has some of the largest desert areas, including An-Nafud and Rub al-Khali. Only 1.45% of the land is arable. Saudi Arabia's population was around 28.8 million in 2013, which is slightly above that of Texas' 26.5 million. But Saudi Arabia's GDP in 2013 was around $750 billion, while Texas was approximately twice that amount, at $1.4 trillion. Saudi Arabia has the 19th largest GDP, but if Texas were its own country, it would have the 13th largest GDP, just below Australia and right above Spain. The sand found in Saudi deserts is not suitable for activities like construction and glass making. Therefore the country has to buy sand. Camels are a huge part of the diet here and due to the shortage of camels, Saudi Arabia relies on importing them mostly from Australia. Saudi Arabia is the world's most gender-segregated nation. In 2015, it became the last nation to allow women to vote. There are many changes made by the current king allowing women to drive and travel without a male guardian. Still, it will be a long time before the women here gets their rights. The women in the country have to seek permission from their male guardians before making most of the decisions, like opening a bank account, lodging a police complaint, or sometimes even going to school. They have to abide by a strict dress code, and things like interacting with men or playing sports seem like such a distant dream. Oil was first discovered here in 1938, and it changed everything for Saudi Arabia. The country has the second largest reserves of oil, after Venezuela, and almost half of the country's GDP comes from oil. The Ghawar oil field in the eastern part of the country is the largest conventional oil field in the world, with estimated reserves that could fill up 4,770,897 Olympic swimming pools. Saudi Arabia's petroleum sector puts it at around $335.372 billion. Saudi Arabia is erecting the world's tallest building, which will be 1 kilometer tall. Saudi Arabia officially got the green light to build the world's tallest building, the Jeddah Tower, aka the Kingdom Tower. It's expected to reach 3,280 feet or 1 kilometer. Almost 60% of the labor force in Saudi Arabia is foreign. Most of the people who work in the oil and service sectors in Saudi Arabia are foreigners. There's been some structural improvement in the kingdom's labor force, but ultimately it remains heavily reliant on foreign labor. Saudi Arabia's female labor force participation rate was roughly 20%, the 8th lowest in the world.